We are back with Dr. Pilecki and our special guests, Cersei Denier and Linnaea Mallette.
The sad part is I didn't want my hearing problem. A child doesn't want their parents to be upset. So I took on the burden of that disability most of my life. I said, this is not going to be a problem for anybody. And I lost out because of that. As a matter of fact, I did not fully get ready for this, fully even acknowledge how hearing impaired I was until I was in my 40s.
Wow.
And that was when I almost lost my job at UCLA because I was not seeking the assistance I needed to help me function better as a person with a hearing loss. So that was the inspiration for my book. It's very honest, it's funny. I really share the disastrous, awkward moments of having a hearing loss, but I also encourage people to understand if they have one and what to do about it, how you can communicate with or as a person with a hearing loss, because hearing loss impacts everybody around you. People don't know how to talk to somebody who's lost their hearing. And this book provides a lot of insights along that line. So it's been getting good reviews.
Awesome. So let's talk about your book a little bit. I'm going to give you a shameless plug here. And your book is called Hearing Loss Tips for those who have it and those who don't. And do you want to talk a little bit about that? And we might take this into the next segment a little bit, so don't rush. So talk a little bit about the book.
The book is it's a personal story designed to inspire others to recognize when they may have a hearing loss, to actually embrace it. I mean, I went most of my life not acknowledging how hard of hearing I was. So there are 28 million Americans that are losing out on hearing loss. The tragedy of hearing loss, the true tragedy, as recognized by Helen Keller, blindness separates you from things. Deafness separates you from people.
And we'll be right back to finish up this amazing book and the gift that you are giving to us with this information. When we get back from the break, you're listening to the Dr. Pilecki Family Health Hour on AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station.
This is Tony Pilecki, and you're listening to the Dr. Pilecki Family Health Hour on AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. We're back with our very special guests, Cersei Denier and Linnaea Mallette. We're talking about Linnaea's book called Hearing Loss Tips for those who have it and those who don't. So Linnaea is a published author. Her book is brand new. It just came out. And Linnaea, can we talk a little bit about the content of the book?
Yes. The book has a lot of honest sharings about life experience, good and bad. There are some benefits to hearing loss, but many more disadvantages. I share the dynamics of hearing. All of us use them, and being aware of them will help us, as a person with a hearing loss, communicate better. But also, if you're interacting with people who have a hearing loss, you understand the dynamics of hearing and can accentuate them. I also share the 3 myths about hearing loss that most people have, and if you carry those myths into a conversation with a person with a hearing loss, it's probably going to kill the conversation. And then I provide CPI, which is 3 tips for rescuing a conversation from dying if communicating with a person with a hearing loss. And if you are a person with a hearing loss, being aware of these tips, you can gently and lovingly tell people how to communicate with you.
I think this information applies